Alrighty, so today is July 21st, 2021, and I'm doing my egg retrieval. I'm excited, and I look forward to all good things and having my melanated baby so nice and blessings, and I'm excited.
I see that family is very important to you.
Yes.
I see that. Are you currently married or in relationship or anything like that?
So no, I'm not married. Yes, I am dating someone.
Okay.
And
gotcha.
we are exclusive.
Okay, you are exclusive. So in marriage is something that you are pursuing and what you want to get into.
Yes, he has a clear understanding that the purpose of us dating is for courtship and with the end goal of marriage. And should he be watching this, if that's not what he is on, please don't call me. Again.
Okay. Well, there was something that we've had in our conversations off camera that I really feel like would be an important subject to discuss, and that is freezing your eggs.
Yeah, I did it. Mm-hmm.
You did do that.
I
Wow.
did.
When did you do this?
36.
36?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you. What year was this?
So you trying to give my age or something?
I wasn't, but I was going to say how long ago, I guess. Or how long have you been doing this process?
Oh, no. Okay, so...
Because I don't know anything about anything. When it comes to this, I am so ignorant. All I know that this is something that's possible for women that they can do to kind of say give insurance to when it comes to fertility.
Exactly. So baby insurance. And so in this day and age, a lot of women of color are getting married. Well, first of all, just women in general are getting married later in age, right? And so freezing my eggs was a way of baby insurance because I do know that I want to be a mother. And everybody's view on mothering or being a mom or having kids are different, right? Because you can still be a mom and adopt. You can still be a mom and have a egg donor. It's everybody has their own different strokes for different folks. And for me, I want to be a mother in the sense of give birth. And I want to use my egg and my husband's sperm. And so I have to be I had to do research on this actually, because I was like, all right, I'm getting older and I don't have a husband. I don't have kids. And when the time comes, I don't want that to be an issue for my husband and I. I want him to know like, hey, listen, I got baby insurance. Now, I hope that we don't have to use it because that baby insurance is expensive. It is expensive to transfer eggs. And it's an expensive process. It really is. And the most expensive part is the medicine. And so, all right, so I'm going to talk for a minute. If you are older and you're past 35, it's called geriatric birth, right? And so with that being said, you're considered older. And if you have a child past 35, you're geriatric. All right, covered. And we should not necessarily all women go freeze your eggs because you have to check your AMH levels. You have to check to see your fertility. You have to check to see where your body is. Because some people don't need it, right? Some people are extremely fertile, but knowledge is power. So arm yourself. Go get fertility checks. Get tested. Know your levels. Know, as a woman, I'm born with all the eggs that I'll ever have in my life.
Okay.
I'm not making new ones, right? And so it is okay to get checked up fertility wise, even if having kids is not on your radar right now, because what the woman that I was at 20 is different than the woman that I was at 30 is different than the woman that I was at 35. And so you are going to go through so many phases and you don't want it to be where, oh, at 35, I don't have a husband. I don't have kids. I don't know about it. But then God places your Boaz in your life at 40, at 42. And you're like, oh, now we want to have kids. Why not be proactive instead of reactive? Why not look into it for yourself? We have life insurance. Why can't we have baby insurance?
Okay.
So All right, so you go, you get tested, you see what you have, you pick a good reproductive fertility clinic that fits you. So you want to get a doctor that's in alignment with you. You guys talk, you fill them out, and it's kind of like interviews. You go and interview people, you look at the reviews, you see what's the best fit for you. And you find your doctor, you pick your doctor, and once you pick your doctor, you'll go through a treatment plan. And I will tell you this, I went on YouTube and I didn't see people who looked like me. They did not look like me. And I was just like, all of these women had husbands, you know. I was just like, where are the single black women
Yeah,
that
because that was my next question. Did you go through this with a man or were you by yourself when you did
No, I
this?
was by myself. Yeah, this was for me. This was for me being proactive because I don't know when God is going to bring my Boaz. I don't know. I'm not, I can't see the future, but I do know that I want children. I do know that genetically, the older you get, the older your eggs. I do know that I worked hard enough to save this money. So all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to push forward and have my little, melanated children on ice. You know what I mean? I got some
Okay.
kids on ice. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
And so I just want to be proactive. But I will say, please look into it. Please do not be deterred by the pricing. Is it expensive? Yes. Is it expensive? Yes. Is it expensive? Yes. It is extremely, extremely expensive. However, some insurances cover it. Like I had to get into groups on Facebook. I am part of eggs freezing groups on Facebook, IVF groups on Facebook, and they are like a host of knowledge, wealth of knowledge, like what you need to do, the supplements you need to take so you can get more viable eggs. It's really an interesting community. There is a community for everything that you want. There really is. You
Mhm.
just got to go down that rabbit hole and find it. And I'm also a part of a Black women's fertility group on Facebook. And so, yes, I would definitely impress upon anyone that is older and wants to have kids and is in a financial place to do such to freeze your eggs. Hmm.
Okay, so now that you've actually gotten past, you found your doctors, you found a treatment plan that works for you, what does this whole process consist of outside of the hospital?
Buying the medicine, which is so expensive, but also giving yourself shots. So, like, I would give myself shots in the morning. Two, was it two? I can't recall at this point.
So when you say shots, like what are we talking about here?
An actual needle.
Okay.
Like, you would put the medicine in and you would turn the dial, put it in your stomach. And also you have to go to the hospital because they're always checking the growth of the eggs, right? And so I was always going for vaginal ultrasounds. And it's a very timely process because once you start your treatment plan, you cannot deter. You have to stick with it because the eggs are going to grow and then they need to be able to pull them. And so you need to make your appointments. You need to set up everything. And I also let my job know too. I said, hey, I'm going through this process, so there might be days that I have to leave early. You don't want to be under stress. You want to, I couldn't work out. My body needed to be in a peaceful, restful state.
That's
And
very interesting that you say that you had to let your job know because you're working in corporate America and you're already trying to prove yourself in this space, being a black woman,
mhm.
and then now saying, hey, I want to have a baby in this way. How was it being able to communicate that to your job? Or was it only HR related where only the HR department knew?
I let my bosses know. Yeah, because I would have to turn in my doctor notes saying, hey, I need to leave for ultrasound because, I work the typical 8 in the morning to like 5, where if I go for the ultrasound, their typical office, I have to leave during the day if I can. And I was working in Buckhead at the time. So can you imagine trying to leave Buckhead to get down to Emory? Like it was so much at that time. So it was just easier for me to be transparent and say, hey, this is what I'm working on. This is my treatment plan. These are my schedule. Because especially in corporate America, I have to be on par at all times. And I didn't need to flake off or anything. I needed you to know, hey, I'm going here, I'm doing this. This is why I'll be working from home this day, things of that nature, to cover myself, to make sure everything. And they were supportive in the sense that if I needed the time off to go for my ultrasounds, they would let me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's good that they were able to understand, because I also understand. It's just tough, yo. Being a black woman, just saying, hey, I want to freeze my eggs,
But it
knowing where
shouldn't
you're
be.
at. Okay.
There are women all across this world doing it every day. And this should be a conversation that we have amongst ourselves. Like, I was in the grocery store. I was in Trader Joe's with a girlfriend, and I was telling her about my egg freezing. She was like, girl, I did it twice. I was like, what? You froze your eggs twice? Like, these should be our conversations. We talk about everything else. Like, we need to talk about salary. We need to talk about egg freezing. Those are the conversations we need to really talk about, because how do we help each other? Where did you go? What doctor did you get? How much was your medicine? What was your treatment plan like? What supplements did you have? You're comparing notes. Those are the things that you really want to have good conversations about, Like,
Okay.
and I will tell any woman, whether you are, listen, get yourself checked. That's the first part. Check your AMH levels, check your fertility levels, and then go from there. And if you don't have the money right now, start saving. Save up your money. There are jobs that, I will tell you this. I was in the fertility group, and there are women who took jobs at Starbucks just to have their IVF and egg freezing covered. There are certain jobs that cover it.
Okay.
So it is a way, for whatever it is that you want, there's a way to get it.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So would you prefer to get married and have a baby? Or say if you don't get to that place where you are married, would you have this baby alone and go that way?
Yeah, in this space that I am now, yeah, I would, because I have melanated kids on ice already, and I would get a sperm donor from someone in my village. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
From an individual. It wouldn't be from a sperm bank, but it would be an individual in my village that I think is an upstanding guy. And I would definitely do that.
Okay.
And so, but I still feel like I'm going to get married and still have more kids with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And so, so the question is, I just have one extra.
Well, how do you feel about the opinion of being out there when it comes to now you're deciding to have this child alone and raising it as a single mother, and now this child is growing up without a father?
No. The child will have a dad.
Okay.
Yeah. So the guy, whoever the guy would be, he would be in the child's life.
Okay.
Yeah. No. We wouldn't be together. We'd be co-parenting, but the child would have a dad. Like I said, I feel like a child needs their father. There are things that I can't teach a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be a man. And a child needs both perspectives. So no, there will be a male perspective in the child's life. I wouldn't be a single parent.
Okay.
Nah. We would be signing contracts and stuff, of course, because I'm a businesswoman. But we would be, our contract would be ironclad. And it would be a clear understanding like, hey, the child was conceived this way. However, you are an active person in the kid's life. Because that's not fair. I don't want to have a kid. And that's not fair.
Gotcha.
Because, the kid's going to grow up. Who's my dad? You hear it all the time. They want to know where they come from. It's just a human nature thing. You want to know, why do I walk this way? Why do I look this way? Why am I this tall? Why does my pinky bent to the right? Small things the kid's going to want to know, because that's just our humanness. And so I have to make sure that I would choose a partner and a co-parent that would be understanding to that and would be wanting to be in that child's life.
Well, why do you want to be a mother?
I want to raise good humans. I want to raise good, kind individuals that change the world. And I really believe that they will be a legacy. I really believe that they would be good, kind people. And I want to rear people who are kind, respectful, intelligent, and leave my legacy, because my children are my legacy, right? And I know people say, no, not necessarily, but for me, they will be, because I'm going to invest everything that I possibly have to make sure that they have all the tools that they need to be successful.
And what do you feel like you can give a child?
Everything. I can give them love. First off, it starts with love, right? Like, you can have all the money in the world and have a house, but it's not a home. So it starts with love, and I can give a child love.
And what has your mother given you?
Love. That's my ace. That's my lady. I love you, Mom. Like she's my everything. I love that lady. I don't move without her. And yeah, she would be right by my side, and I would feel so at peace. Like, my mom, my future husband's going to have to understand, like, we're a tribe. That's his mom too. And so we're going to have like a in-law suite or some type of stuff. So his mom can come, and she's going to stay with us and watch the kids and help us out. Like, we good. Yeah. My husband and I, we're going to be good. My mom's coming. Heck, she's going to help me. She's going to help me because I'm new to this. And so I'm like, Mom, what should I do? What should I do? So, yeah, I can't wait for my mom to come and help. She's very particular and very clean. So that's going to be awesome.
Shout out to clean moms out there, keeping it clean, baby.
Hey, no, seriously, she really is clean. Like, it's hard to follow after her. It's to the point where, like, if I drop food on her floor, I would pick it up and eat it. It'd be like, boy.
Is that clean like that?
No, I make no lie. Like, I feel that comfortable eating off her floor. Mm-hmm. I know I probably should say that, but I feel like she's like always cleaning. I'm like doing laundry, clean. I'm like, girl. So yeah, she keeps the house.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's very brave of you to share about freezing your eggs.
Thank you. But I hope that me telling this is going to ignite someone or really inspire someone to get yourself checked. Check your AMH levels. You might be really high levels. Just get checked. Just take the first step. I hope I inspire. I hope that it's not this is not a money thing where you need lots of money. You do need money, but also there's multiple ways. There's grants out here. There is a program to where if you're using a certain medicine, you send it over, they refund you the money back. So there's different things out here.
Well, when would the proper age be to actually even think about this stuff?
I see stories now where women are in like their late 20s and it's hard for them to conceive. That's why you have to get checked. Nowadays you think, oh, I'm only 24, I can have a kid. I'm only 29, I can have a kid. Who knows? Get checked. Check your AMH levels. Check your fertility levels. Stay healthy. Curb that drinking, exercise, curb that, those type of drugs and stuff, curb all of that. Like, exercise, really take care of your body. We only have one. And so that's why I can't answer and say, oh, this certain age. I can tell you at 35 is a geriatric birth. And after 35, your egg quality declines. I can tell you that. And still, but God has the final say within all of this. I have a girlfriend now, she's 41 and she's having her first child. I have another girlfriend, she is 43. She's pregnant now. And they did IVF. So I have another girlfriend. They did IVF. She's on her second baby.
Yeah, that's something we need to hear more. Because,
and these are women are black.
Yeah, black women at that. That's something we need to hear more. We need to hear more women who are in their 40s having successful childbirths and knowing that it is possible. And not that you are a leftover woman after you hit 35 or 36.
Leftover?
I don't know, whatever.
Where'd you get that from?
Instagram,
Great answer, great answer.
There you go. I learned from Instagram. But as guys, what can we do to help support this cause?
Be there. Listen, help with the research, talk about it. And you're helping now by just having me on here talking about this. Literally, somebody is going to watch this and say, that girl's talking about getting her AMH. Let me just get my levels checked. Let me just check my fertility. And I hope that I inspire someone to do that. Like, it is covered under your insurance. Like, for when we go for our yearly checkups, get your stuff checked. Even if you decide not to do it during your yearly, your PCP, they can get you checked. Like, check yourself, check, because the last thing you want to do is assume and think that, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this old, I'm this healthy, I'm this. Who knows? You know, a lot of women of color have fibroids.
Mm-hmm.
Check that too, right? Just really be up on your mental and physical health.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Can men freeze their sperm?
Hold on, let me see. Do you want to freeze your sperm?
Is there a way I could freeze my sperm to just make sure that I can have babies in the future? You know, does it work that way? I have no idea. I'm asking ignorant questions right now at this point.
Yes, we do know this.
Okay.
But do you want kids?
I do want children. Yes.
Really?
I'm open to it. Yeah.
And do you want, so let me understand. So are you willing to date an older woman, or are you more so looking for the younger women?
I'm glad you actually brought that up, because that was another thing I kind of wanted to discuss, right? Where, you know, men my age preferably want to date either women our age or younger
Mm-hmm.
because of their fertility.
Exactly.
But what if you actually meet a woman that you're able to connect with that is the same age or older,
Mm-hmm.
that you actually really love? And are you really considering her a viable partner at the stage that we're at in our life? And you have to ask yourself a question as a guy.
Did you ask yourself this question?
I always ask this question. Do I want to date someone younger that I either want to teach or don't really have that much in common with? Or do I want to be with a partner who is on the same level as where I'm at,
Mm-hmm.
who has done the work and who wants to be a wonderful and beautiful wife?
Right.
But maybe the quote unquote biological clock is against her.
Yeah. And what did you come up with?
Well, the freezing the eggs is a definite plus. You know?
I can't stand you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. You know, I'm definitely gonna. I think that's, if that is an option, but that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But say, what if I do have a job and I do meet someone that, you know, is around the same age bracket, and then maybe I could put her on my insurance or something of that nature, to where that is possible,
Yeah.
to where that can happen and we can make it work, you know? But at the same time, like you said, you could still want to freeze your eggs at 38, 39, 40, but how many eggs do you have left?
Well, you have some eggs, of course,
Yeah.
because that's the part of getting checked, getting your levels checked, and having the doctor, you know, they're going to look and tell you where you're at, what you should do. And so, you know, you're not going to do it unless you know, so. But honestly, you know, in the Facebook groups, they always say it just takes one egg. And so the best part is if she just gets one, gets two, gets three, it just takes one. And anything with God's love, support, it's yours. So the question of how many eggs she has, yeah, you know, that child just might be an expensive $20,000 kid. That better be the president.
It better be the president, because if that kid is out here doing some ratchet, like, I hate you, mom and dad, I hate you. I can't.
I dropped $20,000 on you. I went every day to have him in my vagina. Give me that. Like, are you kidding me? And you hate me?
I can't.
Child.
I can't. Shout out to all the parents out there that already have kids. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real superheroes and the MVPs. You know, I have much love for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no children here yet. No kids.
Yeah, same here. No kids.
Yeah,
I'm not married.
None that I know of. So, you know, we'll see.
God.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. Oh, God.
I'm going to freeze my sperm. All right.